And we are live. It is 6 o'clock on the West Coast. Where is it on you guys?
Hola, todo bien. It is 8 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock in the only place that matters.
But it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
So, as you guys...
You know what? I actually don't think that it is 5 o'clock somewhere. I don't think...
It's 5 o'clock.
I don't think there's land.
It always is 5 o'clock somewhere, even if it's on the sea. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So don't judge us.
Well,
I want my tequila.
There's literally no time zone where there is no one living, though. So.
Really?
Yeah, because there's all the Polynesian islands in the Pacific, and even in the Atlantic, there's even a sliver. Even if there's a sliver, there's always something.
Exactly. But let's get back to fucking talk about Mexico. Yeah, I really do hate that shit where they were trying to, like, they only want to talk to Espanol. And they always do that shit. They'll go, and you know they're only doing that, so you're just pissed. You're just like, just say the words. I know what you're saying. Just say them. But they refuse to speak in English. What?
I'm the biggest asshole, because I went down there. I wanted to be pissed, but all I could think of is if a bunch of fucking Spanish-speaking guys came up to my country and expected me to speak Spanish to them, they could go fuck themselves.
By the way, it's 5 o'clock in Alaska.
Okay, then.
Alaska doesn't count.
Somewhere.
Well, I mean, all they can do is drink in Alaska, so... All right,
they're worse than Canadians.
As people watching this have
the fucking Canadians,
the two people that are in the description aren't here.
Yeah,
they're the ones that I invited, but they're not here. So I'm gonna.
Well, don't worry, guys. You got me. I'm the best thing you could ever have.
We got Moka.
No, you're not.
Fuck those other two people. They can suck my dick. Suck my lady dick.
It's Skeptic Alert and Caramel Corn.
Oh, Caramel Corn.
He used to be panda bearing.
I know who he used to be. I've been sending him like tons of pedo shit all day.
All day?
How?
Like, you know the guy that says, "Will you please take a seat?"
I guess he recreated his account, but he was suspended for a bit there. So
it was beautiful.
Yeah, his old account got taken down. Apparently, it was actually because there was a lot of feminists going at him at that time, but whatever. He was going to.
I have feminists going at me constantly, and I've only had one account taken down, but it wasn't my feminist.
I don't know what specifically he did to upset them, but he upset them bad.
He also said "Hail Hitler" to them at one point, so that probably is what got him suspended.
You know, Hitler did a lot of good for all the bad he did.
Okay. Avalian, whatever you say.
He gave us the cafeteria lunch break. He gave us workers' compensation.
He gave us animal rights.
He was for animal rights. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the laws against beating animals and shit.
Really?
People were showing Avalian videos. There's one today where she said that after that incident on the Canadian news where she got interviewed, right? They wouldn't let her boyfriend into the country, and she's like crying on camera and shit. I'm like, I don't have any sympathy for you, lady. I don't. You know.
Oh, that kind of sucks, man.
I have hatred towards Hitler and what he ended up, but in his first years, he did do a lot of good. And where everybody says,
"Well, he's the reason why we have
walk this earth," people are forgetting about so many, and even people in that time frame, like Mussolini. Am I right?
Fucking Stalin killed more people than Hitler.
Mussolini.
Yeah, like I don't want to be,
but
like I'm not a Hitler fan. No.
Fuck Hitler. Fuck Hitler massively. But for workers' compensation is the main thing I focus on because he actually did. He gave us the pay, the weekends off because they were working people pretty much 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And he said that's bullshit. And he also got his paid holidays.
But yet they worked the Jews to death. That makes sense.
If Germany followed more to the United States thing of like, okay, you've been in here 8 years, time to get the fuck out. he probably would have been classified as one of the greatest leaders ever. But shit happened, and he kind of went.
Well, because of his great efforts, he was voted the Man of the Year in America. So they had parades for him and shit over here.
Okay, one thing I want to do right now is I want to shill out my new store, which is in the description. I got some great stuff here, just amazing designs that you will love.
It sucks. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Free Saudi women. Just show your support and all that stuff, guys. And
it's all scam.
And swing it all.
It's a scam.
I refuse to buy anything after Danny's shit that I bought.
Why?
It's a scam.
I did it as a joke. I did it as a joke because it's $40. At least that's what they showed on the screen. $40 is a coffee mug and a flask. And I was in an argument with somebody, so I was like, yeah, fuck you. And yeah, when I woke up in the morning and I looked at my email and they're like, your credit card has been charged $90-some. Like, what? So it scared me off of buying people shit. Because I had to pay duty, dollar conversion, and taxes.
Well, I trust Redbubble, so.
Oh, this was Cafe Press.
It's a scam. Run away, guys. Run away.
I mean, I only get 20% of whatever you buy. I get 20% of the money that you spend.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I talked to Danny about it. Out of all of that, he got like $3.
Yeah.
Finally, it's working.
You talked to Danny about it.
I did not say
Amazon shit.
Hello, people.
Hi, Ron.
URL, you know.
Hey, runs with guns.
All right, so maybe we should.
Last time I did that, I got tackled.
Maybe we should talk about something that went on this month, just recently. Something big. Do you guys got anything?
Obama kicked out a lot of the Russian ambassadors and shit like that.
Oh yeah, he's pissed off.
Why don't you tell us about that? I didn't actually hear about it.
Well, Obama kicked out a whole bunch of the Russian ambassadors.
Okay,
well, he wants to make it tough
happened.
for Trump when he comes in.
And then Putin sent out invitations to all the American ambassadors that are over there in Russia, so their children, and send out invitations to their children so they can join them during their festival for the new year. So it's kind of like fuck you to Obama.
I got a feeling that Putin is not going to worry about what Obama does right now, because he knows that when Trump comes in, it'll just be good for Russia still.
Well, did you hear about what Putin and
Syria
Obama and all that shit said to the Americans? Because they're in peace talks and everything else.
One more thing, if I may. I'm so sorry. I do apologize, sweetheart. Also, vodka sales are up in Russia. All right, there you go.
Okay. Well, no. With like the Russian-Syrian peace talks, which is supposed to stop or at least put a ceasefire in effect.
Yeah.
Russia outright said, until Trump gets in, America doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, you're not invited. You're not invited to talk about this shit with us. Just go enjoy the last month of your presidency. Go fuck yourself.
Might be because of how Obama's been treating this whole election, especially at the end of it, where he was blaming Russia for Trump's victory. So.
Yet no one's found any evidence, even circumstantial evidence, other than I fifi this. There's nothing.
I mean, one thing they could have possibly done was hack the DNC to show what happened, and even then, that would be a good thing.
And that's not even a trees. Like, hypothetically, let's take ourselves out of the real world, put us in an imaginary world, where we in a one-world environment. Hacking the DNC wouldn't even be a treason. Like, if an American did it, they couldn't get charged with treason. They could get charged with something, but not treason.
Yeah.
Like, it's no act of aggression, no act of war. And I'm willing to bet the majority of the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not American, but I'm willing to bet the majority of the U.S.
Fucking Canadian scum.
Oh, shut up, Mexican.
Go drink some more maple syrup.
Go have some more Tabasco
Go
sauce,
eat your
eh?
poutine.
I have to check your DM.
Go eat your poutine, eh?
All right, finish what you were saying.
I forget.
Oh, did you hear that? They gave Milo a big giant book deal.
Oh yeah, they did a $250,000 book deal for Milo Yiannopoulos, and
I think that might be the
feminists are
advance.
outraged. SJWs are all outraged at this.
Yeah.
I need to watch.
Actually, I just want to see what kind of books is he going to do. Is he going to do like some erotic fiction? Or is it going to be like, oh, Trump, I want your big throbbing money sack
Or
inside
mix.
me.
You wish.
I don't
His
know.
book is called Dangerous, and it's going to explain the rise of the populist nationalist Trump phenomenon.
I'm thinking that it's gonna.
Mine's
Like,
better.
I'm really curious to see what his assistants are gonna write in these books.
So what do you guys think of everyone saying that they're letting a white nationalist book go out?
Say that again.
All these people complaining about the book deal, they're all saying that it's because he's a white nationalist transphobe and all that stuff.
Have they never heard him talk?
Obviously
Haters
not.
gonna hate.
So
He likes
Haters
to
gonna
take
hate.
it in the ass from big black dick, but he's a white nationalist transphobe. Guess what, Mocha?
Yeah.
I'm now a Mexican.
Hola!
Oh, did you guys hear about these clothing
¿Qué
that says
pasa?
that says bulletproof Black Lives Matter?
what about it?
Walmart has pulled it from their online store.
Oh,
No.
Only the ones that
We need to put the bulletproof Black Lives Matter on every shelf and mark it down. Subsidize the fuck out of that shit and see how many people want to try it out.
they're trying to claim that it encourages people to take action against the cops. It's like, let them do that. If they're stupid enough to do that,
See how well the shirt works.
yeah.
Like I said, let's subsidize that brand. Subsidize the shit out of it.
is it just me, or is this getting close to the end of the Black Lives Matter movement?
No.
No, I mean the end
Not
of
at
its
all.
popularity.
No.
It was never
No.
really popular. I mean, it was bad popular, but never actually good popular.
They'll find something else to put them up front again. They always do.
I don't know if he's talking to us or someone else.
I don't know. He's like a mile away now.
Hello, Alice.
Hey, Alice.
Hello.
So there was also the truck in Berlin, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck attack at the Christmas market in Berlin.
Ban trucks.
If you go by leftist ideology, then yes, that would be the rational thing to do.
No, ban fuel. That way the trucks are useless.
Ban Christmas markets. War on Christmas. You know.
Well, that's actually realistic.
Yeah, I know. No, it was an Islamic guy doing it.
Oh, then never mind. No longer realistic.
It is definitely why I wanted Crown T on here, but he never responded to me, so whatever.
He's doing a
agent.
stream right now.
I know, but he never responded to me a while ago when I asked him first, so I had no idea what.
That's because you're a pleb.
He followed me, so
Thought it was.
He
plebeian.
follows me too, man. I was around when he had 100 subscribers, bro.
What is the correct pronunciation of plebeian? Because I thought it was plebeian, plebe. I hear other people say plebeian. What? What is the correct
it's just
way to say that?
plebeian. Hold on.
I'll
look it up.
Thought it was plebeian. I mean, but I don't know. I just read Shakespeare.
Okay,
I don't really know what I'm talking about.
I found it.
Well, you also have to remember Shakespeare actually made up words, so.
He did. He did.
So that's why. It's pronounced plebeian.
Yeah, I'm
killing
on my computer.
Later on, I've been saying it
Oh, no,
wrong
that's
for like fucking 8 years.
Plebeian.
Oh my god.
This upside down
fucking
E
word
sounds
wrong.
like the A and above. So.
Plebeian. Oh god.
Yeah. In one of his plays, he had like references to like cunt and piss and tits and stuff, but he didn't say the full word. But yeah,
tits.
Titties.
That's how people got popular on YouTube.
And so we also had Adam Slight.
I mean, like, look at Amazing Atheist. His tits magical.
No, I think he got famous because of the banana.
No. You know, it's also his tits. You know, they wanted his man titties.
His channel was somewhat popular before that point, but it took off after that.
Actually,
yeah, because it was man tits.
I personally think he's gone down. So,
what movements or left-wing channels do you think are going to die in 2017? Or
please be the Young Turks.
Well,
please.
Define left-wing.
The Young Turks are spiraling, so.
They are
left-wing channel.
Gaining popularity.
Like
did you guys see the picture of Sean King that they put when they announced that he's in?
They darkened it.
Yeah. They made him look like a black guy.
Well, he is a quarter black, okay? Let's not deny that, but
I thought he was half black.
His father is a light-skinned black man, so it's technically half, I guess, but
well, the father he grew up with was his stepfather, I believe.
No, but his birth father was actually
so he still got that or whatever.
I don't know if he even met
first world arguments.
So. I haven't done much research in this, but I'm not sure if he actually met his birth father.
Nobody knows his ethnicity, but so.
I mean, if he's half black,
how much you want to bet that his birth father is like,
the
I
whitest
don't care what
guy.
that DNA test, that ain't my fucking child.
Oh my god.
I'll be right back.
Can't you see? He's black. I'm white. Go fuck yourself.
And I think he actually blamed his mother that she was whoring around.
Well, I was listening to Sargon earlier, and he insinuated that he called his mom a whore for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can not like your mom, but
I don't know. I'm not my mom's biggest fan. My mom is a feminist.
I'm sorry.
My mom's
My mom
not a
is
feminist, but she's basically a democratic socialist.
Oh, my mom's
Well,
not
no,
political
my
at
mom's
all.
a feminist.
She
My
knows
mom
it's
is a
all fake,
socialist. My mom is essentially scum of the earth, but she's my mom, and don't anyone ever fucking say a negative thing about her because it'll piss me off.
Oh yeah, right? Like I fucking hate my mom. Will say the worst shit about my mom, but the one day one of my friends said something about her and I was like, "What did you just say?" Like that's
Only
did you
I
just
can
say
make
she
fun
was
of her.
No, really? Like did you just call her a bitch right now? Because that's totally not cool. I call her a cunt to her face and everything, but like we punched each other out before, but like don't talk about my mom, man.
Is it a kind of a love-hate relationship?
My dad wasn't around, so yeah. She tried to be a bartender and like raise me, so we were kind of like in and out of my Gmaw's house. Gmaw, however, is fantastic.
That sounds like a great reality show.
My whole life was really, yeah, I could do that.
Really?
I would.
Show that we
I'd
don't
watch
even have to
that.
script.
Yeah, it's just my life. That's perfect.
That'd be funny watching Alice in a fist fight. I'm sorry, but I would pay to see that.
Dude, she fucking hit me and I fucking hit her back because I was 15 and really rambunctious and rebellious.
Rambunctious.
Yeah, I was smoking cigarettes when I was 14. That is extremely young and I'm so
You
not
rebel,
proud
you.
of that. I am not proud of that now. And then around 20, I think I hit 21. I was just like, I don't like cigarettes. I don't actually like cigarettes. Like they actually make me nauseated. I just smoke them because my friends do.
Do you still smoke?
Peer pressure.
I can't smoke. I want to smoke when I drink, but whenever I do, I get really nauseated. Like the last time I smoked a whole cigarette, I threw up.
Well, how old are you, Alice? Not to be overly...
No, like, I don't care. I'm 26. I just turned
Youngin.
26.
Oh, still a millennial.
You're all a bunch of youngins.
I'm not a millennial. I'm a Gen... What's the thing before millennial? I'm a Gen Xer or something.
You are not a Gen Xer. I'm at the tail end of the Gen X.
It's the Gen Y. It's Gen Y, I think.
Yeah, the current generation is Gen X.
I looked
Gen
it
X
up.
is anyone born after 2000 is Gen X.
No,
Anything
that's
before that's
okay.
Gen Y.
All right, I'm Gen Y then. I'm not a millennial.
So Generation Y born during the 80s and early 90s.
Okay, 80s, early 90s. That's
I hit
me.
the crux of Y. I was close.
You're all a bunch of youngins.
I was like, fuck it, gotta go now.
Mocha, how old are you? I mean, forgive me. How old are you though? I was thinking we were similar, or maybe you were like 24. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
24.
all right.
But you know, the strange thing is,
Yeah, you're all a bunch of kids.
that's actually
How old are
around,
you, Rod?
Your old ass.
that's actually around the same
Grandpa?
time that millennials.
Grandpa Guns, how old are you?
37.
Bitch, that ain't even old. Come back whenever you're fucking 70 and tell me you're old.
You assume I'll make it that long.
Just
So
so you
it's-
know,
I
I'm in the
mean-
same age group as you are, Guns.
So it says millennials
I mean,
generation.
you're kind of right
Generation
because
Y.
men don't last as long.
Actually, in 2 more months, I'll be 38. So
Millennials are Generation Y, born 1977 to 1995. Generation Z, which is the current one, actually, 1996 or later.
Ew.
Generation X.
We're still
is
in Y. That's all
65
that
to
matters.
70.
We're away from everyone else. We're like,
Yeah,
shoot.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
subscribe
all
to the whole
depends.
millennial thing.
In all reality, it goes back a 25-year history. Like, when you go to marketing, and that's where the whole generation thing originated. It's in 25-year increments.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's where do you start, where do you end? 84 was the end of the
I start from not being anywhere near these guys because they are fucking retards.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I still feel like I'm almost an 80s child because I watched way too much fucking I Love the 80s. Like, I Love the 80s 1. I watched the second one. I watched the third one. Watched them all multiple times while my bartender mom would be, like, at work or whatever, and I'm, like, at home watching reruns at 2 in the morning. Like, so I just feel like
watching 80s shows and being, like, even me. I was born 81. So I did grow up 80s, early 90s.
Man,
I don't
what a
know
fun
if I'd
time in life.
classify myself as an 80s child.
Oh no, I definitely don't no, I'm a mid 90s child. What with Super Nintendo and everything like that.
I miss those
Atari.
days.
I still have my Super Nintendo,
Really?
but it requires some fucking ancient connection that new TVs don't have, so I have to buy some shit off eBay.
You mean those 2 screws that you would screw the antenna onto?
Like the coaxial?
No, most TVs have coaxial. I'm talking the one prior to that was
The UHF.
2 wires that you had to screw onto the TV.
Otimus was
Okay, the
trying to help me
UHF
out with
antenna.
it. He found a fucking thing that I needed to buy, but I lost it, so I need to find it again. I just don't have time to play Super Nintendo right now.
Semajz
Then you had that little console TV switcher thing.
Hey, Semajz.
Yoy.
Hey,
Alright,
Oh, there's
so-
another person here. Hello.
Hello.
So this
Hey.
is supposed to actually be a.
Harambe was asking for it.
This is supposed to be a type of news stream, so we should give news of what's going on.
I already gave mine. Come on. I gave the only news I knew.
Oh man.
Well, the only news I had was the gun control measure they tried to pass in my state. The FBI blocked.
Oh,
The
good.
FBI blocked it.
The way they worded it, the FBI's, no, we're not doing this because that's require too much manpower. So fuck off.
What did they really? Is it that they wanted to confiscate all guns?
No, they wanted to go from background checks to universal background checks.
What's the difference?
private parties.
Oh, I found out today. I was watching a documentary. I don't know if you watched it. I posted it for you, but it was how to buy a gun in Canada, right? And
you can't. Haha. I'm kidding.
No, you can.
I know.
You have to get the acquisition license, but listen to this. If you own a gun in Canada,
virgin.
No, but listen. If you own a gun in Canada, they do a record check on you every day.
What?
Well, then don't visit any ATM or mosques.
Yeah, every day. Yep.
That's false.
No, I was just thinking of Vice. It was just on Vice today.
Yeah, no, that's fake. You know what your thing to own a weapon in Canada is? And it depends what weapons. Like an essential 22 LR rifle. You need your acquisition certificate, your FAC.
Yes.
And that's it. So
they do
one-time check.
Daily.
They do not.
They were talking to an actual government person in charge of it or whatever.
Well, I'm not going to argue this because I don't know Canada law, and I'm not going to pretend to. So
let the Canadians fight.
I'll look it up.
Come on, it'll end up with some sort of apology.
We need to cover them in syrup and put them in a pool.
Everything.
God, not them. No way.
Everything with Canadians ends in an apology.
I'm sorry.
No, but in all honesty, what it is it's not a daily record check. Whoever said that is fucking talking out their ass and trolling.
Well, the National Firearms Association.
It's a one-time record check. I know people with criminal records that still have guns in Canada.
Not legal.
Have guns in Canada.
Well, Canada's National Firearms Association says. Listen though. The National Firearms Association in Canada says that you require random RCMP background checks daily.
Yeah, you're susceptible to them. It's the same as having your driver's license and insurance.
Hey,
as soon as you have auto insurance, you are susceptible to random driving record checks.
Okay, they check somebody every day, I guess is the wording, right?
Well, fine. That I could agree with.
No, I don't know. Maybe that's the word. Maybe it's the wording.
Somebody every day? We got millions of people in this country that have firearms.
Yeah.
Of course, I would expect that agency to check somebody every day.
Yeah.
But they're not checking the same person every day. Unless you're like Ali Akbar.
Yeah. There's also a lot of people that aren't registered that have guns, so they can't really track that, apparently, they claim. So
mine aren't registered.
The long gun registry is scrap, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, conservatives, and fuck you, Ontario.
Hey, I gotta go. Bye. Sorry.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
It's okay, Alice. I love you.
Nice meeting you all.
She's like, I'm out of here. Fuck you all.
No, like my kid just came back to the hotel room, so that's gonna be a deal. All right, but thanks for speaking.
Look at that fancy pants in a hotel room.
Oh yeah, it is pretty sweet. The shower is glass and walk-in. It is magnificent. I'm going to make it my bitch later tonight. But yeah, it was lovely talking with you all. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. And you try to have a wonderful night and give that little bugaboo a hug for me.
Okay, I will. I'll tell her it's from Miss Moki.
Yay!
Hey,
so was this the thing of the Russians being ejected by Obama? Because it says 35 suspected Russian intelligence operatives.
Yeah, that's an excuse they use all the time.
Yeah.
When it comes to a Russian, they're like, "Oh, they're an intelligence officer." We put them through background checks to begin with, prove that they weren't. That's the only way they could actually be here in the first place. But you know what? Now we think they are. We think they are now.
Suits their narrative.
Yeah, if it suits the narrative, they'll say they're anything.
Honestly, I think...
And that's why they can't say they are. That's why they're suspected.
Something going to happen, and this is the conspiracy theorist in me. There is something going to happen in the United States between now and Trump's inauguration. I don't know what, but I honestly think that there will be something. Some huge headline that is expected to make Obama look like a hero, but in all honesty, is going to blow up in his fucking face, and everybody will see him for the fucking tool he really is.
Think you mean USA declares war on Russia? You know that?
Is this the Russian embassy in America? Because there's a Batman.
Well, you guys heard about
the Russian
Putin's
embassy,
response, right?
What?
You guys heard about what Putin said, what he would do, right?
No.
He said he wouldn't pull any diplomats, and he didn't give a shit. And he said all the American diplomats' kids can go to a traditional Russian Christmas celebration. He just made Obama look like a dumbass, really.
You realize that Putin is probably the best shit lord the world has right now?
Until Trump.
He just doesn't give a flying fuck.
Hey,
yeah, I'd agree with that.
Hey, bro, your mic is a little.
Oh yeah. Hold on 1 second.
His mic is always a little.
It's normally even better quality than that. So
yeah.
If that's a dick joke, then I don't even know what to say.
I'm trying to find actual news that we can look at.
Even other than news, why don't we do predictions?
Well, Drake and Jennifer Lopez are together now. That's
no one cares.
I know they don't, no but I'm just saying,
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make a prediction. If the Cheeto actually fixes this shit in America, I want to rub all the fucking people who's protesters' face in it. And then I will say yes, Cheeto.
Mark my words. Trump is gonna turn out to be way more liberal than people think.
Oh wait, what are any of you guys history buffs?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on, go
I have a
for history
degree, if that makes me a history buff.
Well, if going by history, just for 5 seconds, Trump was the first person of the Republican Party to hold up an LGBT flag.
Except for the fact that he's actually a Democrat, so.
It doesn't matter. Does not matter. He ran for the Republican Party.
I'd say,
but his policies are more.
Right.
But
his policies are more like they used to be, right? I don't know.
But I had posted a video about the Comfort Women Memorial in Australia, and someone posted that there was no enforced sex slavery.
What?
None at all.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
The document that he put is U.S. government reinvestigation reports in 2007, and Japanese government also said there was no enforced sex slave by long reinvestigation.
Yes, because the Japanese government was so accurate. Do you guys know what they called fucking their test subjects in World War II when they were trying to create their death ray?
What?
Apparently, it was never tested on humans, even though there's video that exists of them testing it on humans. They're only tested on monkeys and chimpanzees.
I wonder if they're just really trying to erase
morals.
The bad stuff that happened in the past.
Do we learn from fucking monkeys? Like, you shouldn't do it.
Well, the thing is, also with Japan, they also said that Hiroshima and Nagasaki never happened.
True that. Even though it took them,
they didn't do nothing.
Even though it took them 30 years to recover.
No. What they said is that nothing happened. We just left those areas.
Hey guys, talk amongst yourself for a sec. I'll be right back and get my taco.
Because those areas were.
That word right there fucking triggers the ever living fucking shit out of me. Islamophobic. How is that even a word?
I meant taco.
I'm about to say, what the fuck are you pulling that over?
Oh no!
Hey! Live in Mexico. Live in Mexico. Si vas a Mexico, and then say something about taco, they're really gonna smack the fucking shit out of you. What you say is you want a beef burrito, because a beef burrito is what we can see as a taco.
Yeah.
Taco burrito. Yep.
See, this dude knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? They look at you like you are shit if you say you want a taco. What you ask is for a beef burrito with the taco that we have over here.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, or they give you one fucking dirty ass look and call me a gringo.
Yeah. That's pretty much all that happens. And then you're just like, okay, I want the burrito, but I want beef in it. And then they'll bring you a taco.
You don't say beef, you say carne.
Yeah, carne. But you know what I'm saying. I was trying to simplify it for people in here.
Yeah, because we're idiots.
Why? Because you got more than one.
How is carne
Are you being
a
fucking
complicated term?
nationalistic now?
Wouldn't they be mortified by that little bit of exaggerated accent, though?
No.
Just wondering.
It wasn't an exaggerated accent at all. So, to be honest, that's the way. Okay,
obviously the accent
start talking about
different
Mexico,
from us,
that your voice automatically changes to the way you were talking when you were in Mexico.
I don't think my voice could ever go back that due to PTSD of being in Mexico.
Oh my god!
Like, I'll be honest here. I was told I was going to get an extra, what was it, $175 a day. USA rate. To go work in Mexico. As a Canadian, what do you think I thought? Really?
Well, I can do that, eh?
All right, I'm back, guys.
Fucking $150 a day above my day rate for being in the US.
Yeah.
My $150 for international travel, plus $175 for being in Mexico, and then I'm in Mexico, bitch.
You regretted that decision, didn't you?
I don't know if
as soon as I got down there, and I'll be honest, when I pushed that button, I still got a green light. But it's in my work history that I've ever been held at gunpoint. And had nothing to do with it. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. All I said is after 16 hours, I was done for that day. I had this big-ass fucking Mexican guard with a... What? I'll be honest, it could have only been a fucking semi-automatic. With an automatic fucking machine gun. Pointed at me and said, no, you're not done. You're not done till boss says you're done. You not leave.
Did he say you're not leave? Did he honestly say you're not leave?
Yes. And guess what I did? I got my little whitey ass back up on that rig and I went back to work. Because I'm pretty sure that fucker would have shot me dead.
Oh yeah.
Most likely, yeah. The Border Patrol over there in Mexico, they don't care anything about you. Like, they don't care if you're dead, because literally, if you die, all they have to do is say, he drank the water.
Oh, no, like, I'm not afraid of guns. I don't really give a shit. Fucking.
Oh, just so you know, Peanut, you're kind of breaking in and out, babe.
I think the cartels would scare me a hell of a lot more, though.
So,
No. The federales scare me more than the cartel does.
So when I was walking away, did I hear someone shout something about this article, or was it something else?
I'm away from my computer. I'm going for a smoke.
We triggered the fuck out of him.
No, he always does that because he can't smoke in the house, so he's gotta
go. No. We just triggered the fuck out of him. You just don't understand. Like, me and him were talking about Mexico, and before we even got on, we were talking about Mexico. And literally, it's triggering to go to Mexico. Live there for 2 years in Mexico, you want to never go back.
Well, anyways, did you guys hear about this story that happened?
But harming Mexico is completely different than the real Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
You mean probably one of those fake clickbait articles?
Oh, no, this one's actual thing that happened. But this happened during all the stuff with Adam Saleh. This woman had a beer bottle smashed on her face, and that's a picture of her afterwards.
Oh, okay. That's a waste of beer.
But this is an actual hate crime. All she was doing was speaking Swahili to her family, because I think her mother can only speak Swahili. I'm not sure.
Swahili
But the guy came up and smashed a beer bottle on her face.
Yep. See, that's a real assault. The thing that happened with Adam Salah wasn't talking on the phone.
He's an idiot.
And I actually thought that one of you guys was shouting about this because it really does piss me off that there's so much all these fake hate crimes, and then when a real one comes up, it gets drowned out by all the fake ones.
Well, no, they claim that part of them doing what they did is they're like, oh, well, they've done it before where they said, oh, this wasn't real, but it happens all the time. And that's with the airplane. They said, oh, stuff like this happens to people all the time where they actually get thrown off or blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Am I muted?
No.
Okay, I'm not. I don't think that was a hate crime. I think that bitch did something more than what's reported in the fucking news article.
Yeah, maybe not though. It does happen.
The likelihood of that is very high.
Well, considering that there was,
because did he say anything? Did he say like, "Fucking is Islamic bitch" or something like that, or did he just hit her in the face with a fucking beer bottle?
Just hit her in the face. Oh,
yeah, because it may not even
hit her in the face.
Because it may not be even because she spoke Swahili.
But
It may not even be because she spoke Swahili. It may have been she said something or did something or the dude was drunk. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anything.
Yeah,
It might have had to be because she's a Muslim.
You never responded to him on Craigslist, and he got drunk. He saw her and was pissed off, and then bashed the ball in her face.
Oh, apparently,
I'm not
apparently the attacker was a she, not a he.
Yeah, have you been on Craigslist? That don't fucking matter worth shit. If you think that matters, visit Tumblr.
Well, what I'm saying is this was in a restaurant. There were people all around, and she had a solid case for the court. So I'm pretty sure that the witnesses there were backing up her story.
Oh yeah, she probably did get hit in the face with a beer bottle, but it doesn't mean it was because she was a Muslim or talking in Swahili.
Or maybe she said something in Swahili and he understood it.
She.
It's not C. It's yes. You're in fucking not Mexico now.
Yeah.
Punta.
But yeah, I haven't actually seen much about this article.
But it doesn't say anything about like did the woman give reasoning and maybe court?
I haven't found anything outside of this that happened.
And she was in an Applebee's.
This was last year, and her story. This is the first time I've ever heard her story.
Well, yeah, because the guy got charged, it said, so that's why it's in the news again.
Well, here's a legit question. With all this anti-racism shit and the fake crimes that have went on, has it not made everybody just a little bit more skeptical of the real ones?
Oh yeah, that's actually the big thing that I have that I hate about all the fake hate crimes. That any real ones that come up, they'll be put under a lot of scrutiny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
they'll be put on the back.
Did you guys realize that there was over 1,200? Here's the thing: there's over 1,200 terrorist attacks in December alone. Newsworthy. They wouldn't shock us anymore.
Yeah, it really depends on the news outlet what they're gonna cover. What they find newsworthy enough to film and whatever.
Let's look.
That's kind of where. Sorry, Chair.
Oh no, that was.
Did you ever have
Wait, what?
Yeah, but you ever have an incident happen to you though, where you're like, how come that got covered and what happened to me never does?
But yeah, let's look over at all the people that had died during this year.
Well, there's over 200 and something of them, 215 or some shit of them.
I heard like 600 and something.
Well, there's probably a lot more than the 200.
Well, this one's the music great losses apparently. So
yeah,
we had David Bowie and Prince that died, of course.
There's a lead singer of a Christian band that died.
George Michael. Do you know who that is?
Hold on. Yeah, I know who.
He sang
all
Faith,
three
and
of
he
them.
sang Last Christmas, and he sang Don't Let Your Sun Go Down on Me, and he also sang Father Figure. Which is really,
here's the
really
thing
disturbing.
though about those guys that you mentioned. They were great. Like, I'm not going to discredit their music.
Yeah.
But when's the last time they were even in the media?
George Michael, last time I heard about him being in the media was when it was something.
Doves Cried?
No, it's something terrible that he did. I can't remember what. Oh, yeah, it was the bath. Last time I heard about him in the news was a long time ago. It was the bathroom thing. Where he was like signaling to a guy in a bathroom and he blew him and they got caught and like they made a big stink out of it. But that happens all the time in the gay community. It's nothing shocking.
Jay, you have a lot of memories of people.
I'm old.
He might be dyslexic, but at least he's got his memory.
I'm old.
Leonard Cohen.
I'm older than you, so shut it.
Leonard Cohen passed in November.
Do you know who Leonard Cohen is, at least?
I remember a song. I
can't
remember the name.
I do know him.
He sang Hallelujah.
Oh, right. That guy.
The original.
Yeah.
There's a bunch more songs, but that was his claim to fame, if you will.
And that was a great song, really. So.
Yeah, but the original actually had like 12 verses to it, and it was like 40 minutes long. So, yeah. They always leave them out, though, but it's super long, yeah.
But then there's also Maurice White. He was the leader for Earth, Wind, and Fire. And he died in February.
Wasn't he also in the Commodores?
Possibly.
Hey, Huffle, why don't you present yourself?
Oh, I'm not. I am presenting.
No, you haven't been this whole time.
The person running the channel, the
no.
person running the thing has to click on his thing.
I did click on my thing, and I don't know why it wasn't presenting to you guys. But yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Ramsey Lewis, The Emotions, Denise Williams, Natalie Cole, and Billy Stewart.
Emotions would have been what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Apparently they're still going on even after that.
Really?
It still says present, so.
I also lost Christina Grimmie. Nobody remembers her either.
I did a video on her.
Yeah.
Who is she?
It was a gun crime, right? Yeah.
Merle Haggard.
Merle Haggard.
Okay.
The guy.
That guy is a fucking legend.
He's a country legend. I don't know any of his songs, but I know the guy. I probably heard the songs if I saw the names, but I don't know the names, you know?
Well, there's Merle Haggard, then there's also Merle Haggard Jr.
Yeah, and the old guy died, who was like...
Yeah, no, he was the original badass legend, basically.
You need to click out discography for you to know what the songs were.
I'm a Lonesome Fugitive is one of them. Yesterday's Wine.
Mama, I know the song Mama. I've heard the song Mama Tried, I think.
Mama tried, Mama tried. Yeah,
No.
fuck this. This ain't karaoke.
Even if
it was, don't.
I mean,
Working Man Blues.
yeah.
Working Man Blues, I believe, was like, it was a really good song, but I think it was Nitty Gritty Dirt Band did a cover of it, which outsold.
But yeah.
But Merle Haggard was literally he changed country music the same as Garth Brooks changed country music.
Prince Buster. Is that the Prince or is that someone else?
I think that's somebody else.
Huh.
Yeah, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Ugh, I don't know.
No, he was a legend. Like, Merle Haggard was the foundations of our country music that we have, or used to have.
Wow, they got a whole list here still.
Yep.
Papa Wemba, Sir George Martin, Glenn Frey.
Okay, George Martin was a producer with the Beatles. Glenn Frey is a founding member of the Eagles.
Rod Temperton.
Don't know.
He apparently did some stuff with Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Well, was he underaged?
He died at 66.
Yeah, like a lot of these people are pretty old that died. I mean,
Fife Dog.
Well, you look. Haggard was born in like 37. He was not a young man when he died.
Yeah.
There's a Fife Dog, Prince B, Otis Clay, Bernie Worrell, Dave Swarbrick, Mose Allison, Alan Vega, Scotty Moore, David Mancuso, and
hold on, Alan Vega.
That was a while ago. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Was Alan Vega clickable or not?
It's not a clickable, but
that name fucking drives huge fucking bells in my head. He was big, I believe.
He was part of the electronic proto-punk duo Suicide.
Oh, never mind. That bells. His name does, though.
And was in it with Martin Rev.
Don't know who that is.
I'm gonna sign out and get myself some
else
food. I'm hungry. I'll catch you guys later.
Catch you later. Bye.
I had before with pictures. So
I think I named off everyone on this list.
No, I'll show you the one that I had. Hang on.
Oh, that's just the writer. Okay. The writer's not dead, guys.
There's a huge list on Wikipedia. That's one.
Yeah,
list.
the Wikipedia had like 700 people, though, didn't it?
Yep. Okay, so Prince. Yeah, whatever. We know that. It's not a list of 45. David Bowie. Okay. Oh yeah, Renee Angiel, Celine Dion's producer / husband. Everyone forgets Muhammad Ali this year.
Oh, heaven forbid that we should ever forget that amazing racist.
Christina Grimmie, Alan Rickman, of course. Oh, the mother from Everybody Loves Raymond.
She died?
Gary Marshall. Yep. Gary Marshall. Pretty Woman, Happy Days, blah, blah, blah,
No.
Bobby V, who was like, I don't know, like a teen idol back in his day. He was like this sexy guy that doesn't look that attractive, but Fife Dog is some weird rapper and he died of diabetes just like Patrice. Oh yeah, Gene Wilder, we forgot him.
That's somebody notable.
Nancy Reagan.
Actually, you know what I know about Nancy Reagan the most? Like,
yeah.
Ron Reagan was a politician. He is the politician I would look up to. But Nancy Reagan, all I can think of is Twisted Sister.
We got Patty Duke, who played Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker. Ken Meany, he was in Uncle Buck, apparently.
I need to know what character he played.
Alexis Arquette. Who's a transgender actress, apparently.
At Huffle.
Yeah.
David Arquette's sister, apparently. Brother, sister, whatever. Oh, yeah, Marley Safer from 60 Minutes.
Were you going to ask something of me? I heard my name.
Because it's a map of Syria.
Yeah, this is a map of the current political Syrian conflict map.
What about Anton Yelchin?
I don't know.
Fuck. From Star Trek? Jeez. Janet Reno, who cares?
I have no idea what Rojava is. Does anyone hear?
Nope.
Somebody that's pretty powerful in that region.
Yeah, apparently controls all this yellow up here.
The mom on the Brady Bunch.
They control almost as much as the Syrian government does.
Oh yeah. And the rebels are really breaking in.
Oh yeah, we all got a more in Scalia. That's one guy we definitely got a more in, right?
You know what? I'd really be curious, and I'm sorry, it's just because I've been watching Narcos.
Yeah.
Look at a Syrian map now of who's controlled versus a Colombian map of the 80s and 90s. Like, is there a map of the same Middle East of somewhere closer?
Yeah.
Say Colombia.
Colombia?
You have to narrow it down
That's
a
district.
little bit more from there, I think.
Oy.
Colombia cartel.
Colombia cocaine that the CIA is importing.
It's still not enough apparently. For some reason, this person shows up.
She's
godmother
of cocaine.
Okay. Godmother of cocaine killed in Colombia.
Like, I'm just curious to see. I find the whole political conflict in Syria right now to be very reminiscent of the drug trade.
Like, how much of that drug war going on, that's still going on, right? Do you think is being helped along by the CIA on a regular basis still?
Yes.
That's my question.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, exactly right.
And the biggest thing that's helping them is the continued push of the drug war. So
yeah.
If, like, put it this way, even Canada would dip out and in there with modern techniques and everything else.
Yep.
It would cost us a lot more than it would cost them. But the drug trade could be minimalized. To say that it's not backed is retarded.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing that a long time. So, I mean, why did they stop now, right? They'll just hide
trenchless technology.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize just how angry it makes the cartels when people push for a drug to become legalized, because it takes away from their profit.
Yeah, and I think that's their lack of capitalistic effort.
Well, when something's illegal, it means it's harder to get, so more money.
Yep.
So.
Except it doesn't mean more money. Like my dad, he has.
If it's harder to get, people are willing to pay more to get it.
Well, no, like, I'll be honest. My dad, he smokes a lot of dope for a reason. Like, he's in Canada. He's, you could almost say, disabled. The thing is his legal pot costs his illegal pot.
Well, it depends. This cheap crap that I'm buying from Saskatchewan, right? Right now, I can't really afford to buy super expensive shit, right? So the stuff I have,
Saskatchewan.
You pick with the government. You either can grow it yourself now, but I don't want to do that because of my neighbors. I don't want to get robbed for having a plant. You can pick a supplier, and the supplier that my doctor happens to use is in Saskatchewan. And that's where they grow it and ship it out to you or whatever. But it's the stuff I use right now is the cheapest one that they have. 12% THC and 0% CBD, and it's like $5.60 Canadian per gram or whatever. So yeah. And that's the
I don't know.
But it's starting.
Just saying off personal knowledge here. I don't even smoke dope. I drink.
Well, I don't really consider weed dope, but okay.
Well, no, weed is dope. That's where dope came from, was weed. Weed is a downer.
But I consider marijuana to be more well, I guess cocaine could be considered that too, because they used to be used for medicine, right? But but I just mean with, I don't know, weed's slightly different. It's some people can still get addicted, but it's slightly less addictive than other stuff, right? So.
Although I call weed dope, I don't find any difference between you who'll go home and smoke a fucking joint after work and me who'll go fucking have a 6-pack after work.
It is different because I use it for medication. Like literally, my pain is so unbearable that without it, I can't live.
Well, you could live.
Just not happily.
Not putting down your disabilities.
No,
real and shit.
It would be to the point that I would want. It would be to the point that I would just kill myself. I would. It's legal now.
Our friend politely.
Wait, it's legal to kill yourself? Awesome.
It is legal to kill myself. If I was in pain constantly and I had to live like that for years and years and years, yeah, fuck it.
All right, so
Actually,
you,
not Canada yet.
how about we give the other 3 that are here a chance to talk also?
Well, they haven't been chipping in. I just thought that they were just silent for whatever.
You just thought we were wall decoration.
Why do we need to hear from an ape and a Spaniard?
Hey, I may be an ape, and as an ape, I will eat you, you peanutty motherfucker. So you shut the fuck up and you let the ape talk. Because for the next, I don't know, 30 minutes, I get to be the prime simian for once. So fuck you.
What do you want to talk about?
Semajz, what do you got?
I got nothing. I'm just here to bitch.
Oh, come on. All right. What about politely atheist? I don't know if you want me to use your name or what. You're muted.
Hold the glass.
Hold on, I'll talk in a bit. I need to go somewhere else.
He's driving.
Moka.
Okay. Madame Bubich.
Moka's not there, is she?
Well, that's what I thought. If she's that's quiet for that long, I don't think she's there.
Usually.
I still like those animated tits.
This is quality streaming right here, guys.
Absolutely. And with that said, this stream is brought to you by Tenga Eggs. Tenga Eggs. Go fuck yourself.
And we're supposed to be a news stream.
Well, unfortunately, that's going to fail awfully fast. And it probably stopped being that a while ago. Mostly because we didn't really have any new stuff set up. I actually just woke up before I came into this because the link was there. I was like, okay.
It's literally for anything that happened during December. Anything at all.
All right. Now, someone said that there was a series of terrorist attacks that just weren't reported on the news. That I would have been intensely interested in hearing about because I've been trying to find information because last year, since we brought in all those, refugees, and you can't see the air quotes, but they're going on, there was a bunch of, Christmas trees that were blown up, a bunch of people were being assaulted, that kind of stuff. And then, of course, there's New Year's, which is coming up.
But is that new or does that happen, all the time?
Well...
Yeah, no, that was probably me that had mentioned that you're referring back to. And what I'm referring to is a news article that, well, it wasn't an article, it was a video. Who the fuck am I kidding? I'm lazy as fuck.
Right.
But it had actually pointed out some sources, and it was from somebody credible to tell what they had said. Just because in a lot of their previous videos, they were able to cite.
Yeah.
And I've questioned them prior to say, hey, can you cite what you're saying?
You are a robot.
And they were.
Yeah. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
You disappeared for a bit.
And you have tits.
Yeah.
What?
Which is better.
We keep losing our friendly atheist.
It's probably
Who is the friendly atheist?
He was driving, remember? He said they were driving, so he probably had it set off on his phone or whatever.
Well, it sounds
roboting.
Could you please refresh
your your bandwidth or something?
Senor Peanuts, I'd say log out and log back in to the chat because that usually stops the roboting, which is what you're going through right now.
And you definitely still have the link. So
Domo arigato.
Indeed. So yeah, I don't know of anything that's been going on throughout December, except of course for my brother pissing on my games. I mean that's personal though.
That's news.
Yeah, I guess that's news. I suppose.
Well, the biggest thing that did happen, we did talk about earlier, is the Berlin attack. So
Well, Berlin wasn't the only one. There's 4 attacks on that same day.
there were.
Yeah. Was that the
Yes.
the truck one, that the truck going through the Christmas market?
There was the truck attack. There was the Russian ambassador in Turkey. He got killed.
Oh yeah.
How could we forget that one?
We completely forgot about that one.
I didn't.
So do you think that one was ISIS or someone else? Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was, because I didn't read too much on it, but I'm pretty sure it was like a homegrown terrorist. Someone, because you have to remember, like, ISIS is very close to not being a thing anymore, because I mean a lot of their funding's sort of been cut, and they're just sort of there, but the propaganda is still all around, all over the internet. So
also, but even the homegrown terrorists are doing it for some group. I don't know, Al Qaeda, ISIS.
Oh
Al
yeah,
Qaeda is still around. You don't hear about them much anymore.
oh yeah. I mean the promotional material is still out there. And they're probably getting it, but it's probably a bit outdated, but it still works. I don't know what this stuff is. I've never actually read these pamphlets or these websites, and maybe what we should do is have a stream one of these days and find them and actually talk about it and talk about how crazy it is. Because I don't know if anyone's really been doing that, although chances are you'll get your channel taken down.
So Obama's going after these Russian intelligence guys because he says, they hacked the election, but there's no evidence of it.
It's gonna bite him in the ass.
He's obviously trying to cover up the fact that it was really people supporting Hillary who were hacking. That's obviously what they're trying to do.
Probably.
There's an airplane crash in Russia that killed a choir group or whatever. Right?
Oh, this is news.
There's a vaccine that's 70% effective against Ebola. Oh yeah, and the Countering Foreign Propaganda and Disinformation Act was added to the National Defense Authorization Act for 2017. That happened in December.
Wait, you know what?
No.
Let's talk. Am I still botting?
No, you're good.
Nope.
Let's talk about that Russian plane crash.
Okay.
Because that's something I don't think that actually hit the news as much as it should have.
Which one? The one with the ensemble on board, or the one that was on the same day as the truck attack?
There's been 2?
There was one that was a plane crash. They said it was because of that the plane had issues. No one died though, so it's just.
Oh, okay.
It was a Russian.
Then that's not it. It's the one where people died. There's like 92 people that died.
Yeah.
Now, in mainstream media, that was barely talked about.
Because it was just a crash due to natural causes. It wasn't. The airplane malfunctioned and it crashed.
Okay.
I'm
Like
pretty
I
sure
said,
that's what happened.
I didn't really get any news on that. I just heard through Twitter, actually.
Well,
okay. Actually, the president of Poland was killed.
Well,
apparently.
The Brazilian soccer team that
that was
2010. That didn't really hit big news either, and that was electrical.
You know what is interesting to think about though is the plane that crashed in 2010 that did kill the Polish guy, the Polish president or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same type of plane that crashed earlier this year. It was the same type of plane that crashed.
Well, I think they're gonna get less business now.
Well, they probably will, but it's probably going to be non-consequential. Like, you look, how many Boeing 707s, 737s are there?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to cripple that company to not sell 2 planes.
Yeah, so this was the ensemble choir. It was the Armed Forces choir, and the crew were dead too. Let's see. It said that Yeah, like literally, it took off, and then 2 minutes after takeoff, it crashed in the Black Sea.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay, what was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Terrorists?
No, I stepped on Shopkins. I think I prefer terrorists.
Apparently, they were downplaying it as a terrorist attack and said that it's most likely mechanical or human error. So, yeah.
Well, I forget who I was listening to today because...
The aircraft flaps.
Well, sales, right around the holiday season, guess what? There's nobody to see right now. Everybody's either taking the week off, they're gone on holidays, whatever the fucking excuse is. In outside sales, this is the worst time of the year to be in.
Charlie Hebdo made a cartoon. They're back in Russia now. In not Russia. In I forget where they're doing it now. Germany. Sorry.
Wait. Wait, hold on a second. Charlie Hebdo? In
Germany now, yeah.
Oh.
But they actually made a cartoon that showed a plane crashing, and it said, bad news, Putin wasn't on board. Like 2 days, like literally a day after the crash, they were doing that shit.
Well then.
But yeah, from what I read, they printed a magazine like last week, the first time in Germany. So see how well that goes. I don't know. I don't know how many they have in Germany. How many of those Muslim terrorist people they have in Germany? I'm not sure.
A lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is Merkel we're talking about here. She brought in...
So it's just gonna repeat itself. So I don't know.
No, like this is kind of what I wanted. Like why I'm going to be reinventing a channel and probably being under a new name in the new year is, you know what, I honestly believe that we need to do something as a Western civilization for the underprivileged. But I don't believe open borders and safe spaces in college are the way to do it.
No.
I think probably more along the lines of Reagan. Let's fucking teach those guys how to defend their own damn country and stay the fuck out of it.
Why don't you guys help, the underprivileged in USA first? Maybe master helping those underprivileged people before you go overseas and do it.
I can actually explain that because I do have a little bit of an inner lefty in me.
Oh yeah.
And I could explain that as in, I'm sorry, like even you, Chair.
Yeah.
You're able to have a wheelchair. You're able to have an internet connection. You're able to have a computer.
No, I'm not denying that there's some privileges that we all have over here, but like there are kids who don't have those things. I can, but there's a lot of poor kids in this thing that don't have that thing, that don't have food to eat every morning, that they go to school hungry. It's like,
I'll give you a little bit of background. Okay, this is where my inner lefty comes in. Like I'll be honest, I'm kind of capitalist to the core, but I'm very centrist, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And that is, in recent months, there's been many days I've went hungry.
Yep.
Just to feed my kids.
Oh yeah,
like, I don't
been
have...
all the time. Been there, yeah.
No, but
four
like
kids at one point with us, so
it's an honest thing. I've had my power cut. I've had my internet. I've had my gas shut off.
Yep. Especially with the gas prices in Canada right now. Let's not even get started on the hydro company rates.
No, but you're missing my fucking point. In the West, whether you be in Canada, the US, and I'll even extend this to, say, Mexico, we live in a nature that we can actually control that. The only reason why I've went hungry is bad personal decisions.
Well, not me. It's because I'm stuck on government assistance and can't do fuck all about it.
Well, no, you said that you have children, right?
Well,
like I can get into this on you from
yes. I have my daughter. No, I had my daughter, and she had her own 3 kids, but they live with their grandmother.
Okay.
Because physically, I can't, raise a kid on my own. So
you realize, since you live in Canada, there actually is programs. If you're not able to make your ends meet, they can put you in a home. You'll be along with a lot of elderly people.
I'm on government
assistance,
and I'm not living in a home. I don't need to. I live in a place with PSWs, and it's geared to income housing, so I can afford it. That's why we have government assistance to help us.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're nowhere near the $1,500 a month rent that I'm paying.
No, but I am under $10,000 a year, so.
Really? I've been a year and a half. We can go into this, and you can bring these subs.
I've been poor a bunch of times too, and I'm not.
I'm not trying to insult you. There's no personal insult meant towards you. I hope you understand that.
I'm not sitting here being lazy. I can tell you that fucking much. And I can tell you that I did everything I possibly could for my kid. There's disabilities involved with them and me that stops me from raising.
And that I can understand.
Me, and I wouldn't get custody.
No, legit disabilities and shit. I can actually understand.
My ex-wife has no fucking excuse. My ex-wife has no fucking excuse why she doesn't fight for custody. But now that we're in Sarnia and away from all the situations and whatever, right? But her mother wouldn't give it to her. But
yeah, no, I'm not getting into a personal one-on-one thing. I know. Okay, let's leave that. I don't give a fuck.
But I'm asking what you're trying to get at. No, I'm asking
what I'm getting at. Well, you're on YouTube right now.
Yes, I am.
Have you put 100% effort into YouTube?
Yeah. I work on it every day, like 4 or 5 hours a day.
Hold on a second. There's a difference between putting 100% effort in and knowing what you're doing.
I know
you can put 100% effort in as best as you can, but if you don't know where to go from there, how do you improve? How do you get doing this? How do you get sponsorships? Can you get sponsorships? Are you able to do this or that? I mean, there are limits to this stuff.
Before you can get sponsorships, you need at least 1,000 subs.
Exactly. Exactly, and same thing if you want to get like other deals or get Patreon.
Oh yeah, I know the steps. So, I know what my next steps are. I'm trying to catch on to the trends and use TubeBuddy to get the right tags and everything else so that people notice my shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And I have a Patreon ready for when I start getting patrons. So I know, I have a direction. I know where I'm going. And I'm looking into getting transferred to go live in Toronto so I can fucking work because because here there's one call center I have an option of. In Toronto, there'd be a ton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I had said, Chair, there was no personal insult meant.
No, what I'm saying is if I could move if I could pick up and move myself, right? No, but if I could just move anywhere and not use stupid personal support workers, I could move anywhere and I would pick up and move and be like, fuck this shit, I'm not staying here because I came here for my wife and I'm not with her anymore. I would just fucking leave. But I can't because I have to apply for help at my housing providers. I can't go back to Hamilton because I sued them. And if I try and go back there, they'll make an excuse not to accept me. So it's like, I got to be in a specific place. Like, it's not a group home, but they do have an office downstairs, right? They schedule it, X amount of hours a day that they come up and help you, and that's it, right? A home is slightly different because I would have no individual freedom, and I would rather die.
Okay. The ape guy, I don't know what to call you for a name. And Chair, I really
hope guy that you... Semajz.
Semajz? Yeah. Okay. It was no personal insult. Like, I hope you understand that.
No, all right. You keep bringing this up. No one feels personally insulted.
If it was a personal insult, if it was a personal insult, you would have said, "Well, you're just being lazy."
All we're saying is
that
you're
would
good.
Be a personal attack.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we feel insulted. You're okay.
And I agree that there are a lot of.
What I'm saying is, imagine. Okay, we'll go back to the original point now. And can we all agree that in North America, it's a pretty good fucking place?
For the most part, yeah, I agree. But it's not our
now.
But it shouldn't be our job to take care of them. It should be their country's leaders to take care of them. I'm sorry, but
at the same time,
nothing. They need to do a better job.
Their country leaders don't know how the fuck to take care of them. Look at Russia fucking 20 years ago. They thought they had it all fucking covered, but they're fucked.
But the U.S. only goes in and helps countries that they can get something out of. They only do it if they get something out of the deal. That's the problem. The military, I mean, in general.
Think that's the only? Okay, you think that's only U.S.?
No,
it's the same in Canada. It's the same in fucking
and that
UK.
Makes it difficult, right? It makes it difficult to actually help people.
Every EU country. Talk to any westernized modern world. That's what we are after. When it really comes down to it, we want to get paid.
Those leaders could choose to learn how to take care of their people better, you know. Just
they can choose.
Like a lot of it has to do with government
you
corruption.
can choose to make better choices and not be on the social assistance.
Well, no, I can't get off of it because my disability progresses and it gets worse. And in 2 or 3 years' time, I'm going to need it because I won't be able to work at all. I won't be able to move my fucking neck. That's my reality.
Then I have a complete non-understanding of your disability, and I'm very sorry to.
Well, okay, muscular dystrophy is slowly progressive. All the muscles in your body progressively.
Fuck, I am Canadian.
Including your.
I just said sorry in a debate.
No, but I'm just saying, like, including your arms, including your neck. Like, usually when someone with MD dies, they end up at the point that they can move their wrists a little bit, they can move their neck, and that's about it.
Okay.
So that's why.
Was my point lost?
That's why I say that I need to stay on it, right? That's the only reason. I would love to get off.
Well, no, like somebody like you, I'll be honest. We're in the same country. My tax dollars go towards you, right?
No, I agree with that. I know that. I understand fully.
I have no issues with helping you in any which way. But I want to help you to be the most productive part of our society that you can be.
Well, that's the thing.
Now, you can't move your wrists. You can't move your head.
Yeah.
I have no issues in completely supporting your ass.
No, by that point, though, I'll be so stubborn that I'll still insist on being on the computer or YouTube, and I will get the laser pointer that goes on your fucking headband, and you just use your head as the mouse, right? I mean,
you'd probably have a lot more subscribers if you did that on camera.
Well, I'm telling you, by then,
because even an asshole like me couldn't be like, "You're lazy." No.
By then, they'll have a computer mouse that you can control with your fucking mind, and we'll be all cyborg anyway. So, the way technology goes, you know what I mean? It'll just
this might be the extremes on both ends.
No, but at the point right now,
you do understand what I'm getting at.
Yep.
If you were in another country,
right?
Well, are you milking the system?
No, but I'm saying there are a lot of people who do, and that's why that reputation happens. You know what I mean?
Well,
like there's a lot of people who get on disability benefits in Ontario. They just walk in there and say, "I'm depressed," you know, and they get it instantly. Meanwhile, no, but here's the thing. Here's what's frustrating. People walk in and say, "I have bipolar." They're like, "I'm depressed." They're like, "Okay, here's your disability check," right? With me, even though I had 10 years of fucking medical records to prove that I'm disabled. I wasn't in a chair yet when I turned 18. I fought to get my disability for 1.5 years.
You actually want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
And it's not funny. Back in December when I first started, it's funny, ironic. Well, it's not even funny.
All right, December you started.
It's just a fucking useless story about how our system works. Back in December, I was pretty fucking hard up for cash, and I had to go into the social assistance office in my province. Do you want to know what the difference was between my monthly pay now at a real job that cost me $300, and this is before my costs, just check to check, was between my real job and welfare?
No.
About $250.
That's actually a lot.
Don't cite me. I'd have to actually fucking look at my bank records. But it's
when
honestly
you're living on assistance, that's a lot of money. I mean, for me, you know.
Well, no, the thing is I'm not one to fucking go on government assistance. Yeah, I've been a student. I don't think that I'm a fucking degenerate of society in the public life. Like, what I think personally is different.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What I'm seeing now is I could actually go on welfare and make more money than going to my real job.
Yeah.
And that's where I see an issue with.
See, but here's where I say that the one here, they want you to work 40 hours a week. And you know how fucked up disability system is? That I know I'm going to need it in the future, and if I get off it now, it'll be hard to get back on it, right? I know that, so I can't just get off it. And if I work 40 hours a week at $13 an hour, I will lose my benefits.
And I hate to say it, you're the guy that gets fucked.
The government also, when you're on ODSP, you know how they claim, same with in Ontario for welfare and disability, right? They claim, oh yeah. We're working towards encouraging people to work so they can get off the system, right? You know how they encourage you to work? They claw back 50% of your wages. If I work, I'm working for $6.50 an hour if I work.
Here's my proposal.
Yeah.
And I do plan on getting in politics. So I'd love to hear what you think my proposal. Say you get $1,000 a month.
That's just all against Sharp Rocks?
I don't really give a shit if the number is real or not.
No, I meant that's just all against
here.
Sharp Rocks. Problem solved. You know.
Say you get $1,000 a month.
That's way more than I get, but okay.
Say you go on YouTube and you make $300 a month for that.
Yep.
The system I'd like to see is one that says, okay, you've made $300. You are now making an effort to go back.
Yep.
And it would be a sliding scale. Okay. We need to make it worth your while and give you that incentive.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than giving you 1,000, we're going to give you 800.
Which is how they used to do it. It used to be dollar for dollar, but it's not anymore.
No, I think it should be at least 75 cents on the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
We cover your basic expenses if you want to be a fucking slug.
That's easy to get back on it.
But if you actually want to go at it, you know what? Fuck that 5%. That 5% is now a social bonus to you.
Well, here's the thing. First $200, I'm not penalized, right? After that, it's 50% though. And that was my only plan with YouTube for the money situation for YouTube anyway, to make a couple $100 a month maybe, and that's all I need.
Somebody in your position, like I said, somebody in your position.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Like, it's not even a fucking second thought. We should be giving you core benefits.
Yep, I know. Well, that's
to a certain extent. If you're making $5,000 a month off YouTube, you're not going to get core benefits.
Well, I would.
But if you're making 1,000, like if you're making under the median income line, you should be offered core benefits.
Well, let's just put it this way: because of the 50% thing, I can make double what my benefits are. Okay. Before I get cut off, right? Before it would equal out to zero, right? So I could.
Yeah, but I've worked with housing agencies as well. As soon as you make double, they're wanting more money.
1,400 is my cutoff for working. 1,400.
Yeah. So
part time.
So hypothetically, we're saying that you make $700 a month, whatever. Whoop-de-doo. But you're $175. The thing is they're not going to cut you off of that money, but your housing agency is going to now ask for double the rent.
Okay, let's say right now I get like 700 and something right now. Okay, not like before my rent gets paid, which is paid automatically.
Let's just use numbers out of our ass. Like we don't actually.
No, I'm approximating. Okay, 700, right? So let's say here's the way it stands right now. Okay, I'm getting like 700 in benefits. Okay, and then my rent is subsidized, so that's okay. Whatever, it's $100 per rent. So I have like 600 left for groceries and marijuana, which is $130 a month that I have to pay out of pocket for medicine. All that stuff, right? But then here's what happens. So let's say I work and make $1,000 a month. That would be part time, right? So I make $1,000 a month. So I keep. So it's delayed a month. So if I get fired, like what happened before, the next month you're fucked, right? So the next month, let's say right now, on December 15th, I had made $1,000. I would submit that, and then my check that comes out, that just came out last week because they send it early, which is stupid. So that comes out, and then I get my next set of benefits would only be, let's see, 1,000. I'd only get $200 from benefits, but I'd still be on them. I would still have the medical and the dental that I need, and the wheelchair repairs and all that, right?
You know what? It sucks for the short-term person.
Yep.
But for the long-term person, I would something that you just described.
But the problem is that these jobs that the sales people have to do, that we're stuck with telemarketing and shit like that, those jobs, there's no security in them,
All right, I'm going to head out, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay.
That's it.
See you later. But yeah, that's where the tough part comes in. Is it's just job security.
Politely Atheist is rejoined.
Awesome.
Yeah. Howdy.
What's new?
All right. So
do you want to get into
Huggins.
Canadian debate? Yeah. We're very apologetic here.
Well, you're Canadians, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what?
That's on your crest, right?
Want to down Canadians with that? Just look to Minnesota.
Yeah.
No.
Canadians don't have the most interesting debates, it sounds like.
So it's like they had the first part of the debate is going over the ideas, and then the second part of the debate is each opponent like apologizing to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Except you need to understand Canadian apologies.
Okay. Well, enlighten me.
They're drawn out apologies.
Apologies or apologetics?
Apologies to Canadians is kind of like a politely go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Chair, would you like to go at this a little bit more, but pretend that we're American and actually will speak what we want to say?
What are you talking
Just
about? What am I disagreeing with exactly? Like,
say something that you are politely agreeing with me on.
I'm agreeing with everything because I agree with you.
No. Okay.
Pretend like you're Jay. Just pretend like you're Jay, okay?
Never.
Pretend you're a feminist or something, or you voted Trudeau.
You dirty statist.
Wait a minute, you probably did vote Trudeau, so you can go fuck yourself.
I didn't. I didn't vote.
Yeah, I didn't vote in Ontario.
I didn't vote this year.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking cucked motherfucker.
I really didn't vote this year.
And
because,
that equals, you have your right to vote.
Because I'm normally NDP, and the NDP don't do shit.
So what you're saying is, and then what?
So you wait, politely. You say you're NDP.
Fucking Tim, for Christ's sake.
God. I don't care. So you say you're NDP. You socialist commie fucking bastard, go rot in fucking hell.
I used to support the NDP, but not since.
NDP are fucking the filth of the earth. Don't ever fucking tell me that you support NDP and expect any sort of sympathy out of me. You
I used to
voting son of a fucking bitch.
Why
don't you go carbon tax your fucking asshole?
I used to be NDP only because. No, seriously though, I used to be NDP, right? because Andrea Horvath, right? You remember her? Before she took over, right? She was a Hamilton MP where I used to live, and she stood up for disabled people and was fighting for disabled rights in Parliament and everything. But as soon as she took over the leadership, she stopped doing all that shit and stopped caring. And now it's like, so now I don't know who I support anymore, you know?
How is it every time it's just you two, it always goes into Canadian politics, and we're just kind of like, what in the fuck are you guys talking about?
New Democratic Party.
So, yeah, I know what that is. I'm just saying, like, it always goes on a tangent about Canadian politics, and it's like, Jesus.
I was
because
thinking
he's
about...
from the East, I'm from the West. The East is fucking essentially what he said, fucking New Democrat Party, but they're too embarrassed to fucking vote socialist, so they end up voting in these liberal fucking cunts. Cocking cunts. Motherfucking embarrassments to our country.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When they had the election, the opposition party lost seats. And so the liberals got even more power. So it just... The country supported them, and that's the problem, is that the whole country is fucking like,
yeah, now we have fucking gender laws.
Yeah. His dad was good. That's just, yeah.
Anyways, Huffle, did you say you wanted to ask me something, or you wanted me to say something?
Yes, I wanted to, since you are very political also, something, just give us news. Something that's not Canada now.
Yeah.
With Canada now.
Well, I heard this new taco bar in Vancouver doesn't know.
Fuck you and your NAFTA shit.
Fuck Canada. I don't even need to say that shit, man. Okay, so it's recent news. So I don't know if you guys touched on it, but we talked about how Obama was pulling the diplomats and Russia's response to that. Did you guys go over that earlier?
A little bit, but
yeah, we talked a bit about it. There were the diplomats that were kicked out, and I also found something. It was 35 people, quote unquote, suspected of being Russian spies.
Yeah, because they said, oh yeah, it's because you guys hacked the election, but really it's like, let's cover up for the fact that the real hacking went on to support Hillary, and it wasn't Russians.
I mean, there could definitely be Russian spies in America. I do not doubt that.
Oh,
sure.
Of course they're Russian. And I don't even think it's
vice versa.
I don't think it's too far. Hey, Chair, excuse me, sir. The United States of America does not spy on anyone. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to have you sit here in your big chair and talk to me as if I don't know my country, which I love.
Yeah, Chair.
Snowden was a traitor, not a hero.
But,
never spied.
I think the most important thing is when I look at what happened is, first of all, this is Obama's last month. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. And,
let's fuck it up and let Trump clean it up.
And what Putin's response really showed me that he doesn't give a fuck about what Obama does either, because he's like, no, I'm not going to pull any of the diplomats.
Trump's coming in.
It's like, I'll wait for the next guy. I'll wait for the orangutan to come in, and I'll deal with him accordingly.
Like even if he did agree to it, all he has to do is delay for a month.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, if Obama thinks he could rope us into a war with Russia, which he doesn't want, his fucking party wants it really bad. His party really wants to go to war with Russia.
I really think that Trump will cancel that right away as soon as he gets in there.
Like,
no, I think what it is Obama really does want a war with Russia right now.
That's
because a war right now with Russia would result in a martial law throughout the United States.
That's a bit Alex Jonesy for my taste, sir.
Well, I wonder though. Do you think the Cold War actually ever ended?
Yes, it ended. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Officially.
Are we on?
No, I'm not talking about officially. I'm talking about like unofficially here. Like
no. Okay, if we're just playing with terms fast and loose, then yes, it officially ended. But if we're talking about the nuclear standoff, then no, that has not ended, and it never will end. In my
like fucking Star Wars and all that bullshit, you know.
Well, you know, the way I look at it is, you don't want to poke the bear, not because we're afraid of the bear, but because the bear is desperate and the bear could use a shitload of missiles, and that's why I say don't ever fucking provoke them.
Do you know that I believe it was China that actually had a satellite of some kind of something, but they claim that they actually have a weapon on it or something. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but supposedly.
What? Are you talking about the hypersonic missile that they're developing?
Well, there's that, you know, and Trump wants to develop that too, apparently.
Develop what? We have that.
No, there's a new kind of missile. I forget what it's. I'll look it up. What it's called. I can't remember.
What it is you know what? Politely, my dad can piss further than your dad. That's the era that we live in.
What are you talking about? Are you saying like the Orthodox Christian Slavs are trying to get into a pissing contest with the Protestant Americans?
No, the hypersonic missile, yeah, it was created 6 months ago, right?
Fuck the hypersonic missile. Fucking let's go to a laser.
We already have all this kind of shit. Like, basically, all these other countries develop these technologies not to one up us, but to try and keep up, because we're already fucking years ahead of them.
Yeah. I don't think that you're very much ahead of them.
Why?
I think that it's almost an equal playing field.
Why?
And it
Why would you
really
think that?
does come to my dad can piss further than your dad. And I think that's the era that we're living in.
In this day and age, Japan is probably the only country that could compete with us technologically.
Well, and that's not. If you're bringing up Japan, that's one of the worst. That's one of the worst examples, because they're 5 to 10 years behind us in almost anything except maybe robotics. And if we're talking about militaries, and we're talking about technology, military tech, I mean, we're 50 years ahead of Russia probably.
No.
They're the next closest country that could even compete with us.
Are you fucking kidding me? Name a jet that competes with their new jet.
The F-35
gets its ass kicked every fucking time.
All right, I gotta go visit Schmeckel, because I always do every week. So.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna see what's going on with that annoying fucking cunt.
Yeah, I know.
Well, then I guess we're gonna be ending the stream.
Politely end the stream.
Well, Huffle, sorry I wasn't on earlier. It's can I be honest with you?
Huh.
No.
I don't really want to be on a stream with Candy Corn. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of delayed that a little bit.
Oh, by the way,
he didn't show up at all. So.
By the way, you know that clicking noise we kept hearing when we were talking? It was his teeth. Just letting you know. Grinding. I used to do that.
Christ.
No, he was on with us with the RuffRadio guys that I stream with. So I don't know where he disappeared to. He just
I'll probably see you later, brother. Have a good one, Huffle.
Yeah, see you, man.
See you guys later.
Adios.
All right, we're gonna go offline now. So, yep. All right, see everyone. All the people's Twitter pages are down in the description, and there's a link to my new store. So that's it. Okay. So see ya.